Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Learning Made Easy. I have been getting requests to upload a video on the chapter अब कहाँ दूसरों के दुख से दुखी होने वाले class 10. So here is a video on that. We'll be having an MCQ practice on this chapter. Before that, please do watch the explanation of the chapter which I have already uploaded. If not watched, I'll give the link in description box. Okay, so here we have almost 40 questions where there is a possibility of these questions coming from this chapter. And yeah, so that's all. Let's begin. Okay, first question. इस कहानी के लेखक कौन है? Now लेखक from लेखक परिचय you are going to have questions from that. I will try to upload another video where all लेखक and kavi परिचय MCQs will be practiced. Okay, I'll try to. I'm not sure. I'll try to. So here anyway we have few questions from लेखक परिचय. Who is the लेखक is the first question. Very easy question. Of course you know this chapter is written by option A Nida Fazli is the correct answer. Okay. Second question. Nida Fazli ka janm kab hua? When was he born? These are the questions that mainly always you get from lekhak or kavi parichaya. Born date, death date, etc. So here Nida Fazli was born on the first option 12 October 1938. Okay. Option A 12 October 1938. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन निदा फाजली का जन्म कहाँ हुआ? वेयर वॉज ही बॉर्न? लाल किले में, दिल्ली में, जयपुर में, इनमें से कोई नहीं. दिस ऑल्सो इफ यू हैव लर्नड लेखक परिचय और रेड लेखक परिचय यू विल बी नोइंग इट इज ऑप्शन बी दिल्ली में, इन दिल्ली. दैट इज हिज बर्थ प्लेस. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. निदा फाजली किसके महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ माने जाते हैं? दैट मीन्स what was he great in, whether it was story writing or whether in poem writing. Okay, which field was he known as the great, in which field was he known for actually? So उर्दू की साठोस्तरी कविता के कहानी के इनमें से कोई नहीं. सो इट इज़ एक्चुअली, इफ़ यू डोंट नो, लेट मी टेल यू, इट इज़ ऑप्शन ए उर्दू की साठोस्तरी कविता के. साठोस्तरी मीन्स इट्स अ like you say volumes, number of poems, in set of volumes and all like that. साठोस्तरी उर्दू की. Okay, this is what he was known for, kavita. So do remember, if you don't know, then this must be a new information for you. These are the kind of questions you get to see in different question papers as well. Next question. निदा फाजली की प्रमुख रचनाओं के नाम बताएं. What are his famous writings that are mentioned in your textbook also? लफ्ज़ों का पुल, खोया हुआ सा, दीवारों के बीच दीवारों के पार, तमाशा मेरे आगे, उपरोक्त सभी, all of the above. So the correct option is option 4, all of the above. These are all the famous writings mentioned in your textbook as well of Nida Fazli. Sorry. Question number 6. लेखक के अनुसार किस तरह के लोग अब नहीं हैं? According to the writer, लेखक, what kind of people are not there anymore? सूझबूझ वाले, दूसरों के दुख में दुखी होने वाले, अमीर, कोई नहीं. Of course, from the title of the chapter you get the correct answer, option B, दूसरों के दुख में दुखी होने वाले. As the title says, आप कहाँ दूसरों के दुख में? That means where are such people today who they themselves feel sad when they listen to the sad stories or difficulties of other person? There are very few such people. If you if you look at it, we get to find very little people who really feel for others. Okay, so it is option B, दूसरों के दुख में दुखी होने वाले. 7th question. सुलेमान किसके साथ रास्ते से गुजर रहा था? अपने घोड़े के साथ, अपनी बच्चों के साथ, अपने लश्कर के साथ, इनमें से कोई नहीं. Here most often confusion comes in students that whether it is option A or option C. लेकिन किसके साथ, with whom was he traveling is the question. So you shouldn't write option A, घोड़े के साथ, with horse. No, we mention if there are human beings, we mention them. So it is Lashkar ke saath. Option C is the correct answer for seventh question. Why? Lashkar means a caravan or a troop of people with whom he was traveling. Of course, horses were there, but with whom was he traveling? So the correct answer is option C, apne lashkar ke saath. Okay, I am also mentioning here what are the mistakes that commonly are made by the students, so please take care. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, घोड़ों के टापों की आवाज़ किसने सुनी? हु heard the tapping of the hooves of horses? Hooves, right? The feet of the horses. Who heard the tapping of those feet of horses? घोड़ों ने, सुलेमान ने, चींटियों ने, किसी ने नहीं. Of course, if you know the chapter, you know the answer. It is option C, चींटियों ने, means ants. Ants were the one who heard the sound of the tapping of those hooves of horses. Okay? Ninth question. चींटियाँ एक दूसरे को कहाँ चलने को कह रही थी? So when they heard this horses, the feet of horses sound, they got scared. And what were they telling? Where should we go and hide? What were the ants saying to each other? पेड़ पर, खेतों में, अपने अपने बिलों में, नदी में. Yes, you're right, my learners. It is option C, apne apne bilon mein. Okay, bill means the small holes that ants make to stay in. Yeah, that is called bill. So as I said, you won't get the answers for these questions if you didn't watch my first video, or if you have not yet read your textbook. You're not going to get the answers to these questions. So please do that first before watching this video. 10th question. चींटियों को सुलेमान ने क्या कहकर धीरज बंधाया? What did Suleiman say to the ants that made them, courageous? The ants were very afraid when they heard the hooves of those horses. But then they were like a little at peace at heart, you can say. Though they don't have heart and all. Just, trying to make you understand. So what actually made them console? By what did Suleiman say that consoled them? मैं मुसीबत नहीं मोहब्बत हूँ, रखवाला हूँ. मैं तुम्हें कुछ नहीं कहूँगा. मैं तुम्हारा रखवाला हूँ. मैं रखवाला हूँ. Almost all the options you will feel like, what is this? But this is, the kind of question and options they are going to put for you, from which you'll have to pick one. And here the correct answer is option A. The correct words from your chapter is option A. मैं मुसीबत नहीं मोहब्बत हूँ. I am not a difficulty to you. I am a love to you. रखवाला हूँ. I am a guardian to you. Okay, sent by God. Okay, so the first set of 10 questions are done. Hope everything is clear. 11th question. सुलेमान सबके लिए क्या था? मुसीबत, रखवाला, मोहब्बत, कुछ नहीं. Again, you will start thinking in that sentence there was musibat, there was mohabbat, there was rakhwala. It can be any one of these, right? But here actually the correct answer is option B, rakhwala. Means what is he to the ants? What did he say? He says that I am not a difficulty, I am love. Okay, that is not actually what he is for those ants. He says I am your guardian. मैं तुम्हारा रखवाला हूँ. So the correct answer is option B, रखवाला. 12th question. सिंधी भाषा के कवि कौन थे? There is a kavi, a poet that is mentioned in this chapter, who is said to be a poet of Sindhi language. Who was that? Sheikh Niaz, Sheikh Muhammad, Sheikh Ayaz, Sheikh Niaz. Sorry, Al Niaz. Yes, there is a small difference in that option, Al Niaz. So, the correct answer, of course you are right, it is option C, Sheikh Ayaz. Very clearly said in your chapter. Next is a similar kind of question, just words are put here and there, a slight difference. Sheikh Ayaz किस भाषा के कवि थे? In the earlier question, Sindhi Bhasha was mentioned. Here they are asking which Bhasha. Hindi, Farsi, Sindhi Bhasha, Urdu. Of course, you know the answer. It's option C, Sindhi Bhasha ke. 14th question. Sheikh Ayaz के पिता की बाजू पर क्या रेंग रहा था? What was that was crawling on the shoulders of Sheikh Ayaz? के पिता, father of Sheikh Ayaz. चिपकली, बिच्छू, चूंटा, कुछ नहीं. Yes, you are right. It was an ant. Yeah, option C, चूंटा. चूंटा means ant. 15th question. नूह नाम के पैगंबर का जिक्र कहाँ मिलता है? कुरान में, रामायण में, बाइबल में, कहीं नहीं. Here actually the answer should be option A also, because about Nuh Nabi it is mentioned in Quran also, but in your chapter they have exclusively or they have specifically mentioned it as in Bible. Okay, so you mark the correct answer as option C, Bible. Okay, actually it is there in Quran also, so I think most probably they are not going to give you both of these holy books as an option. I don't think so. If at all they give you, you mark it for Bible. Okay, next question. नूह का असली नाम क्या था? पैगंबर, नूह लकब, लश्कर, कोई नहीं. What was his real name? It was actually option C, Lashkar. Now Lashkar, I said you earlier, it means a troop of people, but here it is not that. This is also the name of the real or original name of Nuh. It was also Lashkar. Okay, don't get confused. 17th question. भोजन किसने परोसा था? So a food was being served to Sheikh Hayas' father, right? Who served? सुलेमान ने, सुलेमान के पिता ने, शेख अयाज की माँ ने, शेख अयाज ने. Of course it was Sheikh Ayaz' mother who served food for Sheikh Ayaz' father. Option C is the correct answer for question number 17. 18th question. नूह शब्द किस भाषा से लिया गया था? सिंधी, अरबी, फारसी, उर्दू. From which language did Nuh शब्द come? Yes, it is from option B, Arabi. Right? Arabi were the ones who actually gave this name Nuh to him. Okay? So, question number 19. नूह किस लिए रोते रहे? एक बिल्ली से टकराने के कारण, एक कुत्ते के काटने के कारण, एक कुत्ते को दुत्कारने के कारण, एक कुत्ते के कारण. Yes, it is option C, कुत्ते को दुत्कारने के कारण, because he had said like, oh dog, you are dirty, just go away from it. So dutkarna means you just, you ignore that something, some person or someone, you just ignore that, you don't like that. So that is what Nuh had done, and for which he cried his entire life is what is mentioned in the chapter. So it is option C, correct answer for question 19. 20th question. कौन सा धर्म कुत्ते को गंदा समझता है? इस्लाम, ईसाई, हिंदू, जैन. According to your chapter, it is Islam dharma that says God as dirty. So it is option A. Okay, so we are done with 20 questions. Now 21st question. अब लोग कैसे घरों में रहते हैं? खुले, छोटे छोटे, डिब्बे नुमा घरों में, फ्लैट में. Yes, it's option C, डिब्बे नुमा घरों में, means houses that are in the form of small dibbe, small tins, you say. That kind of, how everybody needs house now, separate houses. We have all moved into small teeny tiny houses. So that is what is said here, dibbe numa gharon mein. Option C. Question 22. पहले पूरा संसार किसके जैसा था? Earlier, the entire world was like what? एक देश, एक परिवार, एक मन, एक गेंद जैसा. Correct answer according to your chapter is option B, एक परिवार. So earlier, the entire world was like one single family. परिवार means family. Okay, एक परिवार, option B. 23rd. अब लोगों में आपस में क्या बढ़ रहा है? What is that is increasing nowadays among people? नज़दीकी, nearness, ईर्ष्या, jealousy, दूरी, farness, no, farness is not a word, right? Understood, right? Prem means love. What is increasing among people? It is option C, दूरी. We are becoming far from each other. Option C is the right answer for question number 23. 24. मनुष्य ने अपनी बुद्धि से क्या खड़ा किया है? सद्भाव, स्वभाव, भेदभाव और ऊंची दीवारें. What is that human beings with their buddhi they have built in between different people? between me and you. You know, what have I built? What have the human beings built? It is option C, Bhedbhav and Unchi Diwar. Bhedbhav means discrimination. It has built up. Unchi Diware, we have started to build big walls between us. Means we have created obstacles, we have been far from each other. That is what here it means. So it is option C, Bhedbhav or Unchi Diwari. 25th क्वेश्चन, लेखक की माँ सूरज ढलने पर क्या करने को मना करती थी? What was that the author's mother used to tell not to do, okay, when it was a time of sunset? Don't do this. What was that she says? There were some superstitious beliefs that were mentioned in the chapter, right? So on the basis of that, this question is, खाना खाने को, बाहर जाने को, आंगन के पेड़ पत्ते तोड़ने को, बाहर खड़े होने को. What was that, do you remember? Yes, it was option C, don't pluck leaves. Yeah, पेड़ से पत्ते तोड़ने को, don't pluck leaves when it's a time of sunset. Option C. 26. लेखक की माँ दरिया को क्या करने को कहती है? This is another superstitious belief which लेखक's mother used to say, that to दरिया, okay, to the water body that is flowing, what you shouldn't do to the river. साफ करने को, देखने को, सलाम करने को कुछ नहीं. What you shouldn't do, sorry, if I said like that, what you should do, okay? So she had said option C, salam karne ko. She said that when you see darya flowing in front of you, a water body, a river or a stream, salam karo, okay? Pay your greetings to that. 27. लेखक का घर किस शहर में था? When लेखक was living there earlier, okay, in his childhood, where was he living? Where was his house? दिल्ली में, राजस्थान में, ग्वालियर में, जयपुर में. Where was he living? Lekhak was living in Gwalior. Okay? So he was born in Delhi actually. That was his birthplace, so don't get confused. But he was staying in Gwalior. Okay? His house was, where was his house? It was in Gwalior. समुद्र धीरे धीरे क्यों सिकुड़ रहे हैं? Question 28. समुद्र धीरे धीरे. Why was the water body or the sea, समुद्र, sea, सिकुड़ रहे हैं? Was going on shrinking slowly. Why was it? क्योंकि उसकी ज़मीन पर इमारतें और मकान खड़े हो गए, क्योंकि बारिश कम हुई, क्योंकि पानी कम हो गया, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के कारण. If you have read the chapter, you know it's a option A is the correct answer because they had started making big इमारतें. इमारतें और मकान means big buildings and shops were being built on the piece of land, which made the water body or the sea to shrink backward. So option A is the correct answer for 28th question. वैज्ञानिकों के अनुसार धरती कैसे वजूद में आई? According to science, how did the world come into existence? क्रमिक विकास, चमत्कार, ईश्वर की कृपा, विभिन्न कारण. Correct answer is option A, क्रमिक विकास से. Means क्रमिक विकास means slowly development. Okay, क्रमिक, slow vikas, development. Okay, so it is option A for question number 29. कबूतर इधर उधर क्यों फड़फड़ा रहे थे? Why was the kabutar? Yeah, with the word kabutar I remember I used to get comments that ma'am, you mentioned kabutar means a dove, but it is actually a pigeon. See, pigeon and dove are almost same, black and white in color are the difference, right? Of course they are two different birds, but they both are known as kabutar itself. Even a white bird, if you have watched the movie Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, in that you must have seen dove is there, which was also called a kabutar. Okay, just leave that topic there. So kabutar is both, okay? It's a dove as well as a pigeon. Okay? So kabutar idhar udhar kyun fadfada rahe the? Why were the kabutar, fluttering its wings and moving here and there? Why? दोनों अंडे टूट जाने के कारण, ठंड के कारण, घोंसला न मिलने के कारण, कोई नहीं. घोंसला मीन्स नेस्ट. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, दोनों अंडे टूट जाने के कारण. यू रिमेंबर द स्टोरी वेर बोथ द एग्स ऑफ द couple of kabutar were broken, due to which it was actually moving here and there. Okay, so it's option A for question number 30. Next, last set of 10 questions, 31st question. डेरा डालने से आप क्या समझते हैं? What is the meaning of डेरा डालना. This also I have said in the first video. अल्पकालिक निवास, आवास, निवास स्थान कोई नहीं. अल्पकालिक निवास means where you're not staying forever, temporary place. So that is the correct answer of डेरा डालना. Option A, अल्पकालिक निवास. 32nd, प्रकृति में आए असंतुलन के क्या परिणाम हैं? What was the result of the disturbance, asantulan, or whatever changes you had made towards the prakriti in the environment? What result came out? गर्मी में अधिक गर्मी, असमय वर्षा, दोनों, कोई नहीं. Yes, the correct answer is option C, दोनों, both of them, option A and option B. Because during summer there was more increase in summer hot, and option B, असमय वर्षा होना means not raining in at any time. There is no specific time, any time. So option A and B both are correct. Hence the correct answer is option C, दोनों. Question number 33. अरब में लश्कर नूह के नाम से क्यों याद करते हैं? So why did Arabs name Lashkar as Nuh? Yeah, Lashkar was his original name, but it was named as Nuh. Why? सारी उम्र रोते रहने के कारण, पैगंबर होने के कारण, कुत्ते के कारण, कोई नहीं. Yes, the correct answer is because he used to cry, right? I told you earlier also, it's said in the chapter also. He cried his entire life, and that is why the name Nuh was kept for him by Arabs. लेखक के अनुसार संसार में सब कुछ कैसा है? सुंदर, बहुत सुंदर, नश्वर, बहुत खराब. Correct answer is option C, नश्वर. नश्वर means नाश, विनाश, destruction. Everything in this world has become a destruction. Okay, something that is destroyed very easily. Nashwar, option C is the correct answer for 34th question. 35th question. शेख अयास के पिता को किस बात का दुख था? शेख अयास father was sad on what? Why was he sad? कि उन्होंने एक प्राणी को घर से बेघर कर दिया, कि उन्हें चूंटी ने काटा, कि उनका भोजन छूट गया, कोई नहीं. Of course it is option A. You know the answer if you know the chapter, right? It's option A. He felt that I had made an insect houseless or homeless. Houseless is not a word, right? Homeless, sorry. So that is why एक घर वाले को बेघर करना means to make it homeless, and that is why he felt sad. 36. बस्तियों को बसाने के लिए मनुष्य ने क्या किया? In order to create a basti, a village, what has the human beings done to the environment? जंगल काटे, पशुओं को मारा, कंक्रीट पैदा किया, पैसा लगाया. Of course, you know the answer. It is option A, jungle काटे. The human beings had cut all the trees, right, in order to make a village or build buildings and markets and all. For that, jungle was cut. So option A. 37th, लेखक के अनुसार महान व्यक्ति कैसा होता है? According to लेखक, how is a महान व्यक्ति like? A great person. How can one become a महान व्यक्ति? गुस्से वाला, फुर्तीला, विनम्र एवं शांत, चुप शांत. Yes, any guess? Option C, of course, विनम्र एवं शांत. Only then you become a best person, right? Vinamra, very humble, Shant, very peaceful. These are the qualities that is required to become a great person. Question number 38. पशु पक्षी कहाँ मंडराते रहते हैं? Where do these birds and animals keep wandering? Okay? बस्तियों के आसपास, पहाड़ों पर, जंगलों में, कहीं नहीं. What is the correct answer according to your chapter is option A, बस्तियों के आसपास. Basti means a place where people are living. So next to that only these birds and animals keep wandering. So option A is the correct answer. महान व्यक्ति कब आक्रामक प्रकृति का हो जाता है? आक्रामक प्रकृति का हो जाता है. So a human being, when does he become of a bad character, of a character of an attacking one? How does he become like that? जब कोई उसे बार बार परेशान करता है, जब वह शांत रहता है, जब भीड़ में आता है, कोई नहीं. It's not कहीं नहीं, it is कोई नहीं, sorry. So option A is the correct answer here. When he is in some kind of stress, that is when the bad person inside you comes out. सो इट इज़ ऑप्शन ए, जब कोई उसे बार बार परेशान करता है. when someone irritates you again and again, you become a bad person. ऑप्शन ए. लास्ट क्वेश्चन, प्रकृति मनुष्य को कब दंडित करती है? when does the environment दंडित करती है? when does the environment punish you? दंडित करना, टू पनिश. जब वह प्रकृति से अधिक छेड़छाड़ करता है, जब वह समुद्र को छेड़ता है, जब वह इमारत बनाता है, कोई नहीं. सो व्हाट इज़ द करेक्ट आंसर? व्हेन डज द एनवायरमेंट टेक रिवेंज ऑन यू, ऑन ह्यूमन बींग्स फॉर वॉट एवर ही इज़ डूइंग? इट्स ऑप्शन ए, जब प्रकृति के साथ अधिक छेड़छाड़. मीन्स व्हेन ह्यूमन बींग स्टार्ट्स इरिटेटिंग द प्रकृति, द एनवायरमेंट, that is when the environment takes revenge on you. Okay, option A is the correct answer for question number 40. I hope almost all the areas of this chapter has been covered. Still, if you have doubt, please mention in the comment box. I hope your request has been accepted here, and I have uploaded the video very soon. Okay, because your exams are also approaching. I'll try to upload I think whatever one poem is remaining, and I'll be uploading a video on Lekhak and Kavi Parichaya soon. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Keep supporting and keep loving. Bye bye.